And you will know that you're live because you'll have your red button here, went from blue to red. And then you'll have your green check marks next to all of your platforms. And then in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see your live, basically timer. So we've been live for 20 seconds. And then you can also scroll over the viewers here and just let you know how many live viewers are on. Obviously, no one cares about us right now. But yeah, so, if this says 10, you can go here, scroll over and see like what the breakdown is. See where people are at. Will you have people that are able to, I guess maybe something to think about is to actually have a couple people, family, friends, super fans, what have you, be available, or like say, hey, could you make sure that you check in on Twitch or that you sign in on Twitch? Hey, could you make sure that you sign in on YouTube just to get, a bit of an actual thing here. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you have stream elements or if it's automatically there, but they do an announcement on Twitch for different things. So for some reason, it's got us in streaming talk shows and podcasts. I don't know why. And did you say that you guys have been on Twitch for a while, or did you just create it? Okay. Before you broadcast, make sure that you are in the category that you want to be in. We've put ourselves in the music category several times, and for whatever reason, it defaults back to streaming talk shows and podcasts. I don't know. But yeah, right now, you can still view it on Facebook even when it's live. Let's check real quick. Maybe in 2021, they're like, hey, we're going to have it be the same exact post, and we're not going to do the crazy stuff. I am curious why my other Facebook comment didn't show up, but you saw the icons, you get the idea. Okay, so that took me to watch. Yeah, that took me into the watch page. I was wanting to go to my actual page. Larry Patterson. I was wanting to see if it's still doing the double post thing, but once it gets here, okay. Yeah. So yeah. So video is live now, and it does say watch live. So that is actually something that is different than what it used to be. So yeah, so they'll be able to click on that and actually get to it. But again, for some reason, it's actually a different post. But again, still worth scheduling ahead of time, having people click on the get reminder and all of that business. But yeah, so yeah, comments. There's brand. Let me turn off this real quick. And I'll just click, and pretty much everything is just a toggle. If you click on it once, it'll show. Click on it again, it'll disappear. But I wanted to show just this real quick. Take this off. all the way down to the end of the brand is the show display names. So if for some reason you wanted to, name the view like, stage view or something like that, like you could name it something and then like show it down at the bottom, or just not have that, because again, that's another piece of real estate there that will get covered up depending on what you're doing. And then if you have guests, or if you have another camera, I'm not sure how this would work that well on mobile, but technically this private chat is for everyone that's within the actual studio. For example, you can't see this, but I'm gonna, in the private chat of the one that we are in, I just sent you one. So if you're in there together, it's like stuff you don't want to necessarily say out loud or something, you can have a little quick private chat that's not on screen. Yeah. But yeah, I think other than that, that's the settings. Let's see, guests. Guests can see viewers' comments. I don't think you want guests to authenticate. That basically means they'd have to do a Facebook or YouTube sign in, when really you're probably just going to be using them as cameras right now. So I'd keep that off. They do have green screen options, not like Zoom where they're virtual backgrounds, but like you'd have to actually have a green screen behind you to take advantage of these. I do think I heard in the StreamYard community that they're working on virtual backgrounds, but yeah, you'll be able to choose your mic if you've got one, which if you're doing it on the phone, you probably won't, even though they do have some small virtual, not virtual, but some small mobile mics if you wanted to, get some different sound, or if you wanted to, I think you said you're experimenting with the mixer in some way. Trying to think. Yeah, if you did go that multiple camera route, then you would need to, if you did have the mixer going into your laptop, for example, then you would definitely want to make sure that your laptop sound was on and then that the phone was muted. Vice versa than what we talked about. Yeah. But but as you can see, it's easy enough to turn them off and on, to depending on what you need there. But yeah, camera, show advanced. Depending on what you want, you could do high def. It would just depend on what people are watching on. It might slow a couple people down with the higher quality, but obviously, 720 is not that big of a deal in comparison to 1080 and stuff like that. But that's a good reason to do a test. That's a good reason to test it and be like, oh, because maybe with your lighting and your setup, like you really want that 720 in comparison to that. Let me see. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell this little section here. But yeah, be able to test your settings and stuff, and just be able to know what's going on there, and see we got one person in the lounge. What up? But yeah, man, I can send you the recommendation for the lens, and then also can send you a quick link to some of the templates that I've used. And again, they'd be pretty easy to do in Canva as well. Just being able to, where's the backdrop at? Yeah, overlay. Yeah, basically it'd be a 1280 by 720 would be the size of your Canva layout, and then just kind of knowing where you want the stuff to be in the top, and then just doing a transparent, downloading as a transparent ping, so that there's no background from Canva, and then uploading here. So yeah, you'd basically put your, icons or whatever you want there, and then when downloading it, I think one of them says transparent background. You can click that, and then you'll be able to upload it here as an overlay. So sweet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Let's see, can we do that when it's live? So I'm on Facebook right now. Okay, I think we could have done it prior to going live. But when you got your turn off post, yeah. When you've got your post, you've got the actual scheduled post that's there. I believe that you can change the privacy once it's scheduled. But I think once it goes live, it's basically like, oh, I'm sorry, you've already gone live publicly. But you'll be able to change that to, just you or just you and so. But you'll be able to actually specify what you want, which I think you can do. I think it'll look like this, maybe. But yeah, you can do it on posts that are already posted, but probably not on live video. Okay, maybe not ones that you've shared. Ah, here we go. Okay, this is a native one. No? How about this one? Oh, I bet, you know what I'm doing wrong? It's the little world here. Am I not doing it right? So yeah, that's something else I'll take a look at here for you. Let me see. I'll log on at Hudson. I will email you because I've done it before. I know it's easy to do. Change privacy. And again, you can also, if you just wanted to, work on like the logistics of moving around stuff and clicking on banners and doing that thing, like when you're in StreamYard, you can actually go in and not select the destination and only click and click record only. And so it'll record it, and then you can kind of get the feel of starting the broadcast, what it's going to look like, ending the broadcast, and all that stuff without it even being broadcast anywhere. But this is the part that I wanted to, that I will send you, is like going onto Facebook and actually changing the privacy so that you can actually push one out to Facebook, hear how it sounds, see how it looks, and all of that after it's over, so you can kind of analyze that part. Yeah. I would say that the best, at least the way that I look at it, is I want to test it as real world as possible. So if I'm going to be going through StreamYard and basically kind of thinking about the signal chain, like I want to make sure that I've got everything in that chain that might affect the sound of what I'm testing. So yes, you could go live like directly to Facebook and potentially have a slightly different experience if you were to then go live on Facebook through StreamYard, because it's got its own settings and all that stuff. So, um, so yeah, I would definitely, try to include a way to, get each piece in place to test just kind of the whole system. Um, but I don't think it won't be as difficult as what I'm doing here, just to be able to set it to private. But I think we would have had to have done that prior to actually going live. So I think that's what my issue was there. But yeah, then after you get it going, man, or after you're done, I should say, and guys come and say bye and all that stuff, and you can do a quick out